I'm going to show you how to use body language in sales to increase your sales, and we're starting right now. Hey, how you doing? My name is Paul, and this channel is all about success mindset, and sales training videos just like this one. So go ahead and subscribe down below, and don't forget, hit that bell notification button so you don't miss anything. Now, whether you are selling a product, making a presentation, or even going on a date, body language is key. As a matter of fact, 55% of communication is nonverbal, 37% is tone of voice, and only 7% is actual words. See, body language cannot only be used to read other people, it can be used to persuade other people, but also change the way you feel. So today I'm going to show you how to use body language to increase your sales and get more dates. I'm also going to show you how to use body language on the phone. Now you're probably thinking, but Paul, can they really see your body language on the phone? Yes, they can. They can feel it and they can vision it. By the way, real quick, comment down below if you believe body language is important in everyday life. I'd really like to know. So let's start with the basics. When you first meet someone or your client, you want to seem confident and non-threatening. Depending on what business you're in, maybe you want to seem threatening, I don't know. Now for this, you want to have your chest exposed and your hands showing all the time. As a matter of fact, in ancient Rome, you used to shake hands like this by holding the other person's wrist. The reason is it was very common to hold daggers up your sleeve. So you would grab the other guy's dagger so they could not use it while they were shaking your hand. Now, if you want to learn how to shake hands properly and how Donald Trump shakes hands, I'm going to leave a link right up here and in the description below. So make sure you check that out after you finish this video. Now, what you want to do is when you want to persuade somebody that you're telling the truth or that you're honest, you want to have your palms facing up. This is not threatening and it shows that you are telling the truth. Now you also want to smile and you want to look in people's eyes. But don't just keep staring them like this because it gets threatening after a while. And it's kind of psychotic. You want to look away once in a while. Now if you notice, if you're using your hands to talk, have your palms up for honesty, smile, and look into people's eyes, your body language will actually change the tone of your voice. We're going to do a fun experiment in a minute that's going to blow your mind. Now let's talk about reading the other person's body language, and also make sure you're not doing these mistakes because it will sabotage your sales. See, kids, when they lie, they cover their mouth, but as you get older, you can't walk around like this. So this turns into, let's say, your hand here, your nose gets itchy, or around your mouth. Anything like this probably means you're lying. Now, let's say somebody crosses their arms. This is actually very negative and it's defensive as well. When you were a kid, when you were young, if you look at kids today, whenever they get scared, they hide behind their mother's legs. It's actually kind of cute. Now, as you get older, you can't do that. So you would do the same thing behind, let's say, a desk or an object. Now, let's say you have nothing around you. That's when you fold your arms to protect your chest area. It's involuntary. Now, the funny thing is that when you have your arms crossed, you actually understand less than having your hands open. So make sure you have your hands open. And if your client has his arms crossed, try to give him something in order to open him up. Now, bear in mind that you could also be cold, but that's why you have to check your environment. All body language depends on your environment. We'll talk about that later. The other thing you can do is look at people's feet. If somebody is talking to somebody and their feet are straight while you are there, you are not welcome. If one foot is pointing towards you and the other person's one foot is pointing towards you, it's a triangle. You're all welcome. And at the same time, if it's a girl at the bar and she's pointing her foot at you or her wrist, that means she's into you. So keep that in mind. Now, those are some examples, but let's talk about how people can read your body language over the phone. They can't even see you. Remember that fun experiment we talked about? Let's do it now. And you can also do it to other people. It's actually kind of fun. Now I want you to get up, point to somebody like this really aggressively and order them to sit down in a chair, okay? Sit down in that chair. Yeah, just do it. Sit down in that chair. Okay, now I want you to try the same thing with your palm up. Try to be strict like you were before. Sit down in that chair. Do it with your palm up. Sit down in that chair. If you notice, the tone of your voice has changed. See, body language controls the way you feel, but also the tone of your voice. Now be an actor for a second. If you were scared, you'd be crouched up like this, right? Now look at my voice. It's all compounded inside and it sounds like it's scared and unconfident. Now if I open up my chest and lift my neck up and talk with my hands open and wide, check out my voice now. It becomes more authoritative. It becomes more clear. So when you talk on the phone, make sure your body language is open. Make sure you use your hands when you talk, and also make sure you smile, because people feel this on the other end. Now bear with me, because in a second I'm going to give you a bonus tip that's going to blow your mind. Now there's a lot to talk about sales and body language, so please check out our book, The Closers Part 3, with me and living legend Ben Gay III. This book does not only include body language, but also sales science, and it's going to take your sales to another level. It will take you to master closer, then sales infiltrator. I'll leave a link in the description down below. Now here's the bonus. Always overact on the phone or in video. If you talk on the phone or on camera like you normally talk to people face to face, it doesn't work. It's boring. It's really bad. You don't believe me? Next time you're on the phone, record yourself. You'll be surprised. Now, most sales trainers around the world tell you to touch your client in order to create rapport, but nobody tells you when to touch your client. So I made this video right here, you can go and watch it now, that explains when and how to touch your client to increase your sales. Now don't forget to subscribe down below and hit that notification button for more videos like this, and also think of somebody that would also value from watching this video, and please share it with them. I'd really appreciate that. I'm Paul Democritou, and until next time, keep succeeding.